Chris Watts, a Colorado murder suspect, was charged with murdering his wife and their 2 young children. Court documents proved that Watts was trying to pin the deaths of his daughters on his wife, claiming he saw her strangle them on the baby monitor and then in a fit of rage killed her. During the arraignment, the timeline portrays that the girls may have been killed almost a day prior to their mother's tragic death. During the case, Watts's arraignment indicates that Shannon Watts was killed on August 13 whereas her daughters were killed between August 12 and 13. On August 13 Shannon Watts was away on a business trip until she returned home at around 2 a.m. That means her daughters, 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste, could have been murdered as much as 24 hours prior to her return while he waited to complete his crime. The man with 3 counts of first-degree murder, plus 2 additional first-degree murder charges by the investigators. First-degree murder charges prove that investigators believe all 3 deaths were premeditated. Watts was also charged on 3 counts of tampering with a body and 1 count of first-degree unlawful termination of a pregnancy due to the loss of his unborn son. Michelle Greer, a lady who spent time with the family at Myrtle Beach 2 weeks prior to the tragic event, claims that Shannon was a loving mother, whereas Chris seemed very distant. "She told me she was expecting, she was very happy. She was wonderful with the girls," Greer said. "He didn't seem engaged at all. She was very engaged with her little girls. There wasn't any affection. She, Shannon, was very engaged with the girls, and he was just kind of standing there." Present in the courtroom was Shannon's family and her father wept openly as the charges were read out loud. "We would like to thank everyone in the Frederick Police Department and all the agencies involved for working so hard to find my daughter." Granddaughters and Nico, the father, Frank Rtsusek, remarked earlier in a press conference. "Thank you, everyone, for coming out to the candlelight vigil and saying all your prayers. They are greatly appreciated. Keep the prayers coming for our family." A CDC report that showed over half of the female homicide victims occurs from their intimate partners. According to the report from the Centers for Control and Disease Prevention, as noted by NPR, that 55% of female homicides are related to partner violence. The WHO says a partner or spouse is the culprit in 38% of women's homicides. Authorities believe the 2 little girls were strangled even though an official cause has not been released. Although no motive has been released, Chris Watts confessed to an affair with a co-worker. While authorities discovered that Chris and Shannon struggled with debt in the months leading up to the incident, Watts is now being detained without bond at Weld County Jail on the outside of Greeley, Colorado. If you agree he should be punished, then please share this post with your friends and family. Published by Trending Stylist. Scroll down to view more of our story.